I came across this article this morning on my Facebook news feed. This is on cinemablend.com, and I'll leave the link in the description. It says, Johnny Depp reportedly clashed with the director of his post-trial movie. That's the one that he did in French. So could his comeback not happen after all? Johnny Depp's return to movie making may not be going as smoothly as he'd hoped. While Johnny Depp's legal battle with Amber Heard reportedly settled, the actor is now able to refocus his efforts on his acting career. Specifically, that means the new period film Jeanne du Barry, and I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, in which Depp will be playing King Louis XV. Johnny Depp was once one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. In my opinion, I think he still is. In the world. Anyway, but if the actor was hoping for this movie to be the beginning of a major comeback, he may have already hit a snag. Maïwenn is reporting a claim from French film commentator Bernard Montilde that Johnny Depp and Jeanne du Barry director Maïwenn clashed repeatedly while on set. Allegedly, Depp would sometimes not show up on set on time. Well, that's Johnny. Anyone, we heard this about Pirates. Anyone who has ever worked with Johnny, any director, just knows Johnny's going to be late. He's like that family member who is the one that always shows up late to events. So I don't know why that is a thing. And then in retaliation, Maïwenn would sometimes not show up when Depp was there. Okay, that's just petty. That's just petty, I'm sorry. These timing issues apparently led to several arguments between the two during filming. Johnny Depp has been accused of erratic behavior while on set before, and while there may have been a willingness to deal with that in the past, when he was one of the biggest stars in the world, if Depp gets a reputation to be difficult to work with, it could seriously hamper any efforts at a broader Hollywood comeback. Can I just say, I don't think Johnny Depp gives a flying flip about Hollywood at this point. He's got enough going on his own. And he has his own production companies. He's got his Never Fear Truth project. He's got so many things happening for him. I don't think returning to Hollywood is at the top of his list. He has enough of a following, loyal fans who are going to follow him wherever he goes. And these fans will boycott or shun Hollywood in favor of Johnny Depp. They are just that loyal. Let's see. It's already being reported that many studios may steer clear of Depp. Despite his seeming vindication in the courts, what do you mean seeming vindication? While the verdict in the Amber Heard defamation lawsuit went in his favor, that doesn't mean he's entirely absolved of any wrongdoing in the eyes of everybody. Who the fuck wrote this article? If the on-set reports here are true, the number of people who are willing to work with him may get even smaller. And that's my question. If the on-set reports are true, this report should be taken with a grain of salt. There you go. That's exactly what I was about to say. It also includes a claim that Depp is set to return for a 6th Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Well, you know that's not going to happen. People, stop spreading this lie. Stop spreading this rumor. Disney has publicly humiliated Johnny and hurt him, and I think Johnny Depp has more self-respect and integrity. He's already said he's not going back to doing that. I do not see it happening. People need to quit spreading this lie. Every report on that franchise has indicated that Depp won't even cameo in a future film. Good on him. Good on him. I think I would be disappointed if I saw him in any future. Well, first of all, I wouldn't be watching any future Pirates movie. Disney is absolutely sucking right now. They're tanking right now. And I'll maybe do another video about that. Maybe. I don't know. Don't like to really focus on Disney too much. Anyway. While there's always a possibility that could change, right now there isn't a 6th movie, and that's actually happening anyway. So why there's a claim here that there's a movie and Depp is on board is anybody's guess. It appears one of the 2 Pirates projects that were in development, the one that doesn't include Margot Robbie, is moving forward, but that's far from a guarantee that it will even happen. I'm so sick of hearing about this Pirates 6 shit. People just need to quit talking about it. It's not a thing. Even if Johnny Depp never reaches quite the same heights in his career that he once had, I'm sorry, that makes me laugh, because Johnny Depp is, in my opinion, more popular now, more beloved now than he used to be. It seems likely that he will continue to have a career. Well, yeah, of course he will. He's a marketable name, and even the reporter claiming there were problems on the set of Jeanne, whatever, Dubarry, said that when the actor was on set, his work was excellent. This article is by a Dirk Libby, and it was published within the last 20 hours of me recording this. Alright, so who is this so-called author? Obviously, he works for Cinema Blend. Content producer, Theme Park Beat. Dirk began writing for Cinema Blend as a freelancer in 2015. Previously held positions as a staff writer and games editor, but has more recently transformed his true passion into his job as the head of the site's Theme Park Beat. Well, here we go. He's a fan of Disney. He prefers Disneyland Resort to Walt Disney World in nearly all circumstances. He's a fan of Disney. So, this article not being very Johnny Depp friendly makes sense. But, and I'll place the link to this article in the description. But I wish people would stop talking about Pirates 6. It is a non-issue, really. I don't think it's going to happen, and if it did, I do not see Johnny Depp being part of it. Why would he? Why would he do that to himself? I mean, really. And if Johnny was late to the set, why is that news? Johnny's late to work. That's not news, people. What are we supposed to do when we hear that? Oh my God, Johnny Depp is late to the set. And it takes time to look that good. all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Alright, well, I'll leave the link. You guys can read it. There's a video attached. If you don't feel like reading it, you can just watch the video on the page. Make of this article what you will. Even says itself, take it with a grain of salt. Golly, anybody can just be a reporter now. Just take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Lord have mercy.